Welcome to World Ego Television Networks, where we bring you timely news. And today is Friday, and we are so excited to have you. I will be telling you a very exciting story about the kingdom that is actually in Oyo, the kingdom of Alaafin of Oyo. Alaafin of Oyo, Kabiyesi. We greet you especially from the studio of World Ego Television Networks. Today we'll be doing a little documentary about your kingdom, but however, as it concerns the monarch, Queen Anu, who is also one of the wives you have in your kingdom. And the prominence of most Yoruba kingdoms could be determined by the number of wives the king has. A king in Yoruba land is generally called the Oba. The kingdom of Yoruba is most respected kingdom amongst other kingdoms in Nigeria. Most people can't stand before their kings, and it is not even allowed to stand before your king with a cap or set when the king invites you, unless he says so. Even those in authorities and those elected into offices prostrate before the king. They dobale totally before the king, saying, Kabiyesi o. Most kingdoms have more than one wife. Some kingdoms, the Oba can boast as many as 6 or 7 wives to his credit. As long as the king remains alive, he continues marrying from time to time, maybe once in 5 years or once in 10 years. Some young kings or some young Obas can also marry every year or once in 2 years. Well, the kingdom of Alaafin of Oyo is one of the oldest kingdoms in the Yoruba land. And the kingdom of Alaafin of Oyo is not what people we call autonomous community. They are not autonomous community. They are the ancient kingdoms that you can cite, just as the kingdom of the Oni of Ife, which is one of the most prominent kingdoms in Yoruba land, just as the kingdom of Deji, just as the kingdom of Oba of Benin, the Obi of Onitsha, of course, other kingdoms that we love and respect, of course we celebrate. In most Yoruba kingdom, there's always a market very close to the palace of the king, normally called Oja Oba. The word Oja Oba means the king's market in Yoruba language. And today, what are we actually saying? A certain queen of His Royal Majesty, the Alaafin of Oyo, has made an incredible, of course a shocking revelation. She felt that amongst the wives of the king, her life is at risk. She made this known to newsmen after having few confrontations from other wives of the king. She believes that she's not also or still amongst the wives or the favorite wives or the best wives of the king, whom the king delights heavily on. She also believes that the king is taking part, siding other wives instead of her. In conclusion, she believes her life is at risk. And for that reason, calling on the public to be on the know should anything happen to her. She also accused the king, of course, for taking part and also for not being on her side in many issues as it concerns her. She also accused the king of trying to regiment her, making her a slave. Even in the kingdom, she is a queen. According to Queen Anu, which is one of the wives of Alaafin of Oyo, she said that the monarch is threatening her life for walking out of marriage. She felt her life is at risk and for that reason needs to quit the marriage to regain her sanity before she go into polar disorder. Before then, she had 2 children for the king. The mother of 2 noted that her family is being harassed because the king does not know her current location. The king has mounted a search for the queen who left the palace, which is quite unusual. And of course, one of the most unusual things that any Yoruba kingdom can witness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we pray for the queen and we pray for their marriage. We pray that she regains her kingdom again. We pray the king delights in her. Moving on to other news. Nigerians are gushing over the photos, of course the videos going all over the internet, of a certain entertainer and a veteran entertainer that goes by the name Charlie Boy proposing to his wife after 45 years of marriage. He still feels the need to propose to the wife and to let the wife understand that she is still a queen to him and he cherishes her so much. The entertainer said his wife made him do it, adding that he needs to find out why he is so soft when it comes to his woman. What a heart-touching story. What a heart-touching story. I am so touched. After 45 years of marriage, Charlie Boy, the veteran actor and a musician, felt the need to celebrate the wife again, even when Charlie Boy said the wife requested for it. Of course, he obliged, meaning that he also consented to it and thought that it's a very good idea to go on his knees and propose to the wife again. And that is so wonderful. I am hoping that many men will go on to do such and celebrate their wives for being with them through the good times and the old times. Of course, make it public so that the woman will also feel proud and feel celebrated. And we congratulate Charlie Boy and the wife on their 45 years marriage anniversary, and we are wishing them more years on earth, just like the Justice Opita, your father, had a wonderful marriage with your mother. And we are hoping you will equally have a wonderful marriage with your wife. Congratulations, Charlie Boy, and to all the lovers of Nigerian entertainment and other things as it concerns Nigeria. Join us, celebrate Charlie Boy in your social media, and of course, share the video to your family, friends, and loved ones. Until we meet again, we say happy weekend to you. May you have a blessed weekend so far. Shalom and life to you. Until we meet again, we say bye.